What is up, Zero Gang? My name is Castor Vlogs, and today we're going to be talking about an individual named Andrew Coffey. Yes, his last name is actually Coffey, but we're going to be talking about Andrew Coffey. Now, if you guys don't know who this guy is, I'm not surprised because this is the black version of the Kyle Rittenhouse case. This is literally, I believe this happened the same time, actually, during the Kyle Rittenhouse cases. And coincidentally, they did not report on this, the mainstream media that is, at all. This is a black guy who actually got the same results as Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, this video is mainly for the people that said, oh, it was a black guy, he would have had life. This case is actually a little bit worse than that, I might add too, because this man, I believe at least, actually killed cops. Now, it wasn't self-defense, I might add, so I'm glad this guy didn't get charged. We're gonna read the article, we're gonna get into the story, but if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Now, this is gonna be a juicy one, guys, and this is a legit case that actually happened. This is some far-fetched article. This, I believe, happened the same time during Kyle Rittenhouse case, and basically the verdict was the same. Everything was pretty much the same. It's just this man was a black man. He wasn't the white Kyle Rittenhouse, even though Kyle isn't fully white. But he looks white, he's white to everybody else, right? So let's get into this and figure out exactly what happened with Andrew Coffey. So it goes on to say, Andrew Coffey found not guilty on all counts of murder, attempt first-degree murder. This is a black man, I might add. This is a black guy. To all my blacks out there saying this wouldn't have happened if he was black. This is a black man. Alright guys, so the article says Andrew Coffey was found not guilty on all counts of murder and attempted first-degree murder Friday. Coffey is accused of firing at River County Sheriff's deputies during an early morning drug raid at his home back in 2017. His girlfriend, Arteria Woods, was caught in the crossfire, shot 10 times, and later died. Coffey was charged with the murder of Woods after a grand jury exonerated 2 law enforcement officers for her death. Before the case went to the jury hands, Coffey took the stand to defend himself, blaming deputies for his girlfriend's death. The defense said Coffey was asleep and thought the flashbang was gunfire, so he fired his gun because he thought was under attack. Okay, I think they mean because he thought that he was under attack. They said the under attack, yeah. Articles with their typos, man. I was trying to protect myself and Arteria, and I thought I was doing that. But I feel I didn't protect her. I can't sleep with that. They killed her, Coffey said. The prosecutors said deputies did announce they were there. They say Coffey fired at deputies and they returned fire. Coffey was found guilty on a count of possession of a firearm by convicted felon, which could have a penalty up to 30 years in prison. He was also found not guilty in the murder of Woods. The county sheriff, Eric Flowers, released a statement following the verdict. It's disappointing that the jury did not see the tragic death of Arteria Woods occurred as a direct result of the action of Andrew Coffey. Our hearts go out to Woods' family as they still suffer from a loss of their daughter, but we stand by a statement that she would still be here had Coffey simply complied with law enforcement. So we got also a little video to give us more context on exactly what happened. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts after you watch this little small clip.
During an early morning drug raid in his home back in 2017, was found not guilty of murder.
All right, so this is what it shows exactly, right? Murder, not guilty. Attempted murder, not guilty. The only thing that this guy was guilty of was possession of firearms, all right? Because he wasn't supposed to have it. I believe this guy has a felony on his record, but that's on him. That's completely on him. That's his fault. But as for self-defense, the same thing was applied to him as it was Kyle Rittenhouse. It was self-defense.
Murder and attempted murder, but was found guilty of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. After a trial spanning multiple weeks, the jury reached their verdicts this afternoon in the trial of Andrew Coffey IV. Our Steve King joins us from Indian River County with reaction from both sides.
Andrew Coffey's family and friends looked relieved when they found out he was not going to be spending the rest of his life in prison, but they looked shocked when they found out he could serve up to 30 years in prison after being convicted of possession of a firearm.
That's
by a
his
felon.
fault. The firearm is
The
his
jury
fault.
find Andrew Jeff Coffey IV as to count 4, attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, Pat
He
White,
killed law
not
enforcement.
guilty.
Coffey was also found not guilty of killing his girlfriend, Alteria Woods, who was killed in the crossfire after police say Coffey shot at Indian River County Sheriff's deputies during an early morning drug raid in 2017. Coffey's defense attorneys reacting to the verdict.
I'm exceptionally happy with the jury's verdict, and they applied the
Me
law
too.
properly, and they came back with verdicts that were just.
Yep.
That he was in a
He
self
got a little too much gel in his hair, though.
protecting himself, and that he did not know that these were officers outside. So I think he's vindicated from that standpoint.
No matter what, he's never going to recover his girlfriend. And that's an emotional punishment that he will suffer the rest of his life.
Guilty of the possession of a firearm by convicted felon as charged in the indictment.
But Coffey could serve up to 30 years for possession of a firearm by
That's
a
on him,
convicted
though, right
felon.
there, man.
Coffey's sentencing is set for January.
You guys, my final thoughts on this whole thing, because I really wanted to shine a little light on how the media manipulates black people, mainly black people, but woke people as well. They said, and remember, this is what the majority are saying, and this is what the news stations are saying too. They said that this would never happen to a black man. He will be found guilty. They will put him in jail for extra long years. Yada, yada, yada. He killed police officers. That's like the ultimate no, right? Like that, just dude, no. Even if a police officer's in the wrong, when you kill a police officer, you're still in the wrong because it's a police officer. You're killing the ones who enforce the law. If you kill the people who are enforcing the law, who's there to enforce the law? That's why it's such a serious deal. And this guy was not charged on his girlfriend that died or the police officers. You guys get what I'm saying? This guy had a much more serious case than Kyle Rittenhouse, but there's no racially motivated stuff here. You guys get what I'm saying? Was he the black cynicist? You guys get what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. And I make these type of videos, and it'll let you guys feel like, oh, he hates black people. I make these type of videos to open people's eyes, and hopefully I can get more of my people to realize what the media does and how we're manipulated. That's what my videos are about, making people see. And I don't really care about race, but considering that I am black, of course I want my people to realize the manipulation that happens and why the majority of my people are in the predicament that they are in. It's not because of the system, it's because of yourself. You get tricked by this and you do the wrong things, and they want you to make the wrong mistakes. Like this guy had a firearm even though he has a felony on his record. That's his fault. He can't blame anyone else. There was no, injustice whatsoever. He was treated the exact same way Kyle Rittenhouse was. The difference is that this guy's a felon and Kyle Rittenhouse isn't a felon. You guys get what I'm saying here? This stuff matters. This was very just right here. I'm very happy for this guy that, he didn't get convicted for the death of a police officer and his own girlfriend. I'm very, very happy. I know if that was me and I, saw my own girl die, I would be messed up, man. Mentally, I would be messed up. So it's very good that he didn't get charged for something that he probably emotionally is already defeated and imprisoned in already. So I'm very, very happy for the verdict for this guy, especially the verdict for Kyle Rittenhouse. But where's the excuse now, guys? Where's the excuse that if this was a black guy, it would have never happened? It would have had life in prison. Where is it, guys? I want to see the proof. I bring you guys proof. The media they're for no one. They're not for blacks, they're not for whites, they're not for Asians, they're not for any race but themselves for their own personal gain to keep the people separated, because they realize if us, the people, unite, they have a problem. We have the power. We control everything. We allow them to do this. We allow them to have racial separation off of something as stupid as politics to make us angry at each other, because as long as we're angry at each other, we're not fighting who the real enemy is, and that is the ones that make us the way that we are. You guys hate poverty, then you guys need to realize the reason on why you're poor, why things are the way they are, why gas prices are so high. Look at the true reason on why things are hard. Open your eyes. That's what this video is about. Open your eyes. And of course, this video is for any race whatsoever, but this is mainly to my black audience or people that, are subscribed to me. They say, Casco, you're the R word, or you hate your own people, or you hate yourself and all this stuff. I just want to show you guys, I don't make stuff up. I'm not saying stuff out of something to be vindictive or hateful or like that. I just come with really hard facts. I'm very straightforward because that's the only way you guys will listen. If I'm like, hey guys, can you listen to what I'm saying? You guys won't listen. But if I bring it to you like this, then you guys listen. Talking about this is the Black Kyle Rittenhouse case. This is pretty much what this is. Same thing, same verdict, same results. Black man. What can you guys say now? I honestly want to know. What can you guys say now? Because this dude, much more serious case and got the same results. I want to know what you guys honestly think. Don't delete comments, but I personally really honestly want to know, what can my Black audience say now? Or even the people that come across this video and you aren't subscribed to me and you feel there's some type of way about the Kyle Rittenhouse case, what can you say now? What was unjust about it? That this man got the exact same verdict. What can you tell me? Don't say anything about, oh, they charged him, they're trying to put him in jail for his felony, for him holding a gun. That's his fault. He made that choice. He was put in a predicament where he didn't have a choice when the cops came in and he thought something, so he reacted to protect his girl, which I respect as a man. I really, really do. But what can you guys say about him having the felony? He knew that he had a felony and he still chose to have that gun, and he knew that was a risk. So he took that risk, and that is his own fault. But the predicament that he was in when it came for the cops and he thought it was something else, that wasn't his fault. I truly believe that wasn't his fault, and the verdict was just about that wasn't being his fault. But he was a felon and he knew the risk of having a gun, being a felon for something he did prior. That's his fault. So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they're trying to charge him for the gun, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. And by the way, he didn't get charged for it. It's up in the air about it. So don't say that he didn't get charged for it already, all right? So I want to know what you guys think about this case. I honestly really, really want to know, especially for my Black viewers, the ones that are mainly against the Kyle Rittenhouse case. I want to know. I see you guys comments. If you comment and it gets deleted, I still want you guys to comment. I honestly want to know. I can see you guys' comments. I just can't reply to them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. And to my fellow Black people out there, I just want to say as a last message, life is what you make it, man. Life is what you make it. System isn't against you. I work really hard for everything that I've done. I bust my butt every day, guys. I'm not just saying this. I bust my butt every single day. I was working on my own birthday, man. You guys have to understand, I put in a lot of work into my YouTube, into my daily life. I am trying to be the best me I can be so I get good results. The only person that is holding you guys, the only person that's holding you guys back are yourselves, to really be honest. You're holding yourself back when you feel any type of thing when it comes to racial anything, all right? That's my final thoughts, guys. Remember, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident, and I really appreciate you guys for watching.